Welcome to Kingdom Hearts. My name is Doug, and I'm happy you're here. So, what we're doing today is we are hopefully going to be wrapping up synth grinding. We have finished all these worlds here up to Neverland, where we're going to be going to collect dazzling stones, power gems, and hopefully pick up a few mystery goo along the way. Basically, we're getting to the end of the synth grinding where the items become a little bit harder to get a hold of. But it shouldn't be too difficult. So, to double check, for Neverland we need 6 dazzling stones, which we have 0 of, and power gems we have 4 out of 11, so this one's going to take a little bit. We already have plenty thunder shards, but it doesn't hurt to have more, and I forget that we can actually fly here. So hopefully we can get a lucid crystal from... Nope. To be expected, honestly. Alright. I think we're not too far off of our lucid crystal count. Yeah, I mean... How many do we have again? Okay, we have 6 out of 9, so we're much closer than we were before. Nothing here. Why do I feel like we could move this somehow? Alright. Okay, yeah, I think we already cleared out this room. Alright, what's in here? Oh, pirates. These guys. Hey, sweet, we already got a power gem. There we go. Alright, let's go downstairs. Basically, what I want to do is I want to try to clear out this section, or all the other sections, because the actual deck is where the rare Heartless has a chance to spawn. So I actually checked what level we are when we're already like at 61, so like the game caps at level 100. I've actually never reached the level cap, and you don't need to. Honestly, we probably could have beat the game from where we ended the end of the world at, but and you don't need to be like the end. You don't need to be maxed all over the end game content. You just get more stats and abilities to just give you a little bit more wiggle room. So, yeah. I'm expecting probably when we're all done with synth grinding, we will be close to, if not at level 70. It's like a pretty decent place to grind Dark Souls. Yeah, and honestly, around level 70 is where I was when I beat, when I got the Ultima Keyblade Forge the first time too, so seems about right. Alright, we already went. What's the other one? It can be a little easy to get turned around here. We got another power gem, so we're making decent progress. Really, the measure of like how good we're doing falls to if we we can get at least one more lucid crystal. Because if we get at least one here before we leave, we should be able to... What's the word? At least get one when we head to Hollow Bastion. Because once we hit Hollow Bastion, that's where it's like, you know, do or die. We really gotta get them, because I don't know if the end of the world has Dark Balls, and I kind of don't want to deal with that, even if they are, because they'll be harder to take down. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to climb the ladder. This ladder is positioned horribly. Awesome, we got another power gem. I think that's 3 since we've got here. I love the little, like, attention to detail that they put inside the worlds. Like, you know, like, this looks like a lived-in little place. Like, with a little, I think it's like wine goblets and a bowl. Oh, we got one. A lucid crystal. Alright, so... Lucid crystal at 7 out of 9, so we're making good progress. Alright, so what do we need? We needed power gems. 7, so we need to get 4 more. That will take a bit of time. Let's see. Alright, looks like we just got regular old stones. Although I'm not sure what the conditions are for the, basically what we need to get is a jet balloon. Yeah, air pirates could actually have some, of course, I'm going to need to equip a treasure magnet because it's actually very easy for these guys to, for like their drops to fall into the ocean. Oh wait, we got level up and we got combo plus, there we go. Alright, so I'm just going to go into the abilities. Treasure magnet, and actually combo plus, so that will extend ground combos by 1. So do I have another treasure magnet? I'm not going to. Alright, I'm going to unequip strike rate because it's not going to be as useful right now, and just make sure we have treasure magnet on everyone. Donald doesn't have second chance equip. That's really dumb of me. I'm gonna unequip MP haste just so that he can have second chance. Alright, Goofy, give you a treasure magnet. And give you another treasure magnet. Okay, cool. So this means if and when. Oh hey, there's another one of those guys. 2 of them. Oh wow, these guys have a lot more HP than I remember. Thanks, Donald. I don't think the captains actually drop anything. I'm calling them captains, but they're pirate ships that float. Oh hey, missed this Trinity mark. Forgot to turn this on. Another treasure chest. What do we have here? And we got 3 Dalmatians. Actually, I wonder how we're looking with those. I'm constantly checking the menu, but I don't care. Alright, we found 84. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 more to go. So we are very close to the end of that. Which is actually pretty good because it's been a hot second since we've checked back in with the Dalmatians. And I think we get the final upgrade for Aroa. Oh, and we got an Orichalcum. That's useful. I don't remember how many of those we need. No, we do need some, but... Okie doke. So, no go this time. We will just recharge and head back up. I got a high potion. High potion. Oh, we got another power gem. Power gem hunting is at least going great. Basically, the whole reason I'm going through this way is in the hopes that, you know, I can get drops from these guys. So far, I think we're doing pretty good with, the power gem drops. Like, I don't know the statistics for all these. I should, for how much I've played in this game, but... yeah, I think we're doing alright. I mean, we got a lucid gem of all things, so, you know, I think this is going alright. We don't need lucid gems right now, but, well, actually, we do need them. But, like, it's like, kind of like, oh, we got another power gem. But, like, it's kind of like icing on the cake sort of stuff. Oh, we got a mega potion and a high potion, so that's a mega high for that potion. Alright, can we... okay, so we got these guys. So what you want to do is you kind of want to... you want to try to get them up in the air. And after a while they'll... like, you just kind of want to hit them up one, up one, up one. These aren't the rare Heartless we need, but they can give us Mystery Goo, so... they just want to fly. I like these guys so much better than the black mushrooms. Oh no. You fell. I'm sorry. Oh, friend. Gotta be engaged. Oh, that was bullcrap. I'm sorry. Why am I apologizing? Didn't know we could go this way. Yeah, that's more Heartless to fight. Power gem. Okay, yeah, that turned out great. Okay, I think we're pretty close to... if it's not that, I think we have at least, like, at most 2 more. Power gem 11, and we are set on those. So we just need to get those rare spawns. Up we go. Still gonna fight these guys for the EXP and for the possible chance of a lucid crystal. And just in case we need these to craft some other items, because basically there are 2 sets of items, Mithril and Dark Matter, that we don't come across them naturally. You have to craft a set of them. And unfortunately, and I don't know, like, in comparison, like, how many of everything you need for the crafting of those in particular. So, it's just nice to have extras just in case I need it. Alright. Can we have the big guy? I think he's here, actually. Nope, it's these boys. High potion. High potion. Still gotta wipe these guys out and get the XP. Hi, potion. Got another power gem, that's cool. Yeah, the flying pirates, I think, are kind of an interesting take on like the airborne Heartless. I like that, you know, like they're kind of built around this idea that by this point you would have already gotten fly. There we go, and we got an elixir. Hey, that can make up for the one I kind of misused. Alright, doesn't look like there are any more Heartless around. Alright, gonna go back through here. Okay, yeah. I think we would have had enough power gems had I had Lucky Strike on Donald. So. But that's nothing that is technically wrong with the way I'm playing. It's just I wasn't high enough level when we were here. Okay, I think we're good there. I'm just going to restore MP and HP. Alright, and then we're going to climb up here. There we go. Okay, yeah, we got a ton of power gems. There's that. Yeah, the intention is that this stream is going to be like long enough where we hopefully get through all synth grinding today, and then I can wrap up the rest of the game over the weekends. If not today, I will be wrapping up the synth grinding tomorrow. It just depends on how long this goes and how I feel. It would be nice if we could end the night with Ultima keyblade in hand, but I have no idea how that's going to go. There he is. That's the boy we're looking for. Yeah, that's kind of his gimmick. He just launches these guys at you. And you gotta try to dodge him, that's the problem. He goes down quick if you hit him. Oh. Okay, come on, come on, come on. I'm dropping money here left and right for you. Alright, we got a dazzling stone. How many of those? We need 6 of them. Okay. This will be it's not too time consuming, we just need him to spawn correctly. In the interest of expediting the process, I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to run back and forth, and then on my last time through, yeah. I think I'll go for the old grindy thing afterwards. It's just, I've got a feeling it's going to take a little bit. Wait, nope. I suddenly remembered you have to clear out Heartless if they spawn. So much for saving time.
Come on! Come on!
Go. Fly away. Come Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come on, I want to get lucky. I'm going to take the long way, actually. Not fighting enemies, but just take the long way just in case that increases my chance. I know it doesn't. It's just like one of those superstitious things. Like, people who play Pokemon, like, when they were kids and stuff, and, like, would... Oh, hey, we got a Lucid Crystal. It's... Okay, it's worth it. But yeah, like, people who would, like, play Pokemon and then, like, think there was, like, a button combination, like, pressing A and B together that would increase, the chances of catching a Pokemon. Like, those, like, superstitions, I feel like that's kind of mine with this. That's why, like, I actually, while I like the Rare Heartless, I don't like this aspect of the design of, like, it can get really chance-based of finding them, and especially, like, here, because, you know, it's very likely that we run into these, you know, the Aqua, not the Aqua thing, the Jet Balloon, or we end up, fighting, I forget what they're called, but the, I think yellow mushrooms, that's not what they're called, but... Go. In. Up. And out. Got a lucky spawn. Oh. Don't you dare fly so far out to sea. Okay, we got 2 Dazzling Stones. Perfect. That didn't go too bad. We're actually making somewhat decent time. I think we're clocking in at like 20 minutes or something. Took me a second to actually get my watch going. Alright. Awesome. Alright, if we keep this up, actually, I actually, like, it's annoying, but I love this design aspect of the Jet Balloon. Like, it's hilarious that he's basically throwing around screwdrivers. Coward. Oh, thank goodness we got those. I was actually worried that it was gonna drop. So I don't know if it's just like the aesthetic of like the... I'm okay with fighting these guys right now. We've got 4, so... Actually 5 technically. But I don't know if it's just like the general aesthetic of like the bright colors of like the wood of the ship and the night or something, or because like Peter Pan's like a pretty famous like I wouldn't say fairy tale, but like a children's story, and I think it's actually in like the universe I'm thinking about. But like I've gotten like feeling really nostalgic for a game, The Wolf Among Us. It was this really awesome game made by Telltale that came out a few years ago after like it was released concurrently, I think, with or just before The Walking Dead Season 2. And it was like my favorite game. Like, I honestly think I preferred over The Walking Dead Season 1. For those of you who don't know, Telltale was a company that made narrative-based episodic games. So, like, it would basically be like story-based games where you would make decisions, and the decisions would influence the story to a certain extent. Telltale shut down a few years ago. I mean, not a few years ago, a few months actually, just due to bad management. which is a shame because there were a lot of good projects that they were working on and a lot of good people who got screwed over because they were just horrible about the way that they were handling the company. And, you know, like, the writing was kind of on the wall, I think, just because Telltale went from being, like, on top of the world with The Walking Dead Season 1 and The Wolf Among Us, and then it just decreased in quality. Like, the games that they would play, like, I used to be, like, the biggest Telltale, like, fan ever. Like, I remember on PlayStation, when I'm playing now, they had this, like, Telltale collection bundle for, like, PlayStation 4, which was, all of the original Telltale games that they released on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 remastered. Well, not remastered, but re-released, so to speak, on the PlayStation 4. And along with, like, all their new IPs. So it was Game of Thrones and Tales from the Borderlands. And, like, it was, like, $100. But I freaking love that. I freaking love that one, and I was so on board with it that I bought it. And I remember it was like me and a lot of other people, like, The Walking Dead Season 1 was a phenomenal game. Like, people fell in love with it, and it's the reason why Telltale got so big. The Wolf Among Us is still one of my favorite games. I did not like Walking Dead Season 2. Like, I didn't know why. At first I thought, okay, you know, it just doesn't connect with me, you can't top the Season 1, and it wasn't until, like, you know, like, a few years ago I actually started, like, looking into what was going on, and just, like, from, like, a narrative standpoint, the game just didn't click with me the same way because it had a trouble production because of a lot of reasons and stuff, but it just didn't connect with me, and it sounds, like, pretentious sometimes when you say, oh, like, you know, for narrative reasons the game just doesn't work, because, you know, a lot goes into making games and stuff. So, like, I can understand when, like, not everything pans out the way it's supposed to. But, like, hi, Boshin. One of the things with, like, Telltale is, like, the narrative's a strong part of it. So, like, when it feels like, you know, what the game is supposed to be, like, you know, doing isn't getting done, it can be a little frustrating. And I did not like their Game of Thrones at all. Like, I felt like it was just... I felt like you were being railroaded, and this is turning into, like, a Telltale stream, of all things. But, no, like, it was turning into this whole thing where, like, their games felt very railroaded, and the story, like, Game of Thrones is... It's a franchise that I like. I find it to be a very enjoyable experience, but it can be very depressing, and it can just feel kind of hopeless at times. But, like, the show does a decent job with that, though, where, like, there are enough, like, hope spots where you feel that even if, like, the bad guys are kind of winning, they're gonna get their comeuppance. The problem was that, Telltale's, Game of Thrones, it didn't feel that way. It felt like the worst thing that could be happening was in that, your antagonists weren't gonna get away with it. Like, they were gonna get away with it because, like, I mean, to get into kind of like the Game of Thrones area, they were working with Ramsay Bolton, who was kind of untouchable at that point, and who was a character on this show, so you couldn't get back at Ramsay for what he was doing to you. And that, basically, it felt like there was a lack of agency, and that, like, the changes that your decisions would impact were very minimal. Hey, that's another lucid crystal. So it felt like, you know, you were getting railroaded, and it wasn't like an enjoyable experience because of that. Whereas Tales of the Borderlands, which was made at the same time, like another, like the thing with Telltale is that they didn't really have their own independent, like, stories. Like, they basically took they would license a game from another company. So, like, they did, like, Batman, The Wolf Among Us was a license from like a successful but like not quite so well known graphic novel series called Fables. And so, like, you know, Tales from the Borderlands is from Borderlands, the game series. Why did I take me so long to say that? Oh, look at Goofy, he's just floating there, unconscious, he's just closing his eyes, I love it. Okay, but yeah, so, Tales from the Borderlands was made at the same time, because Telltale had this weird thing, and, like, this is just from, like, you know, outside looking in what I'm able to gather, but, like, they would be working on 2 games simultaneously, because they would be episodic. So, they would release parts of it at different times. Yeah, dang it. Alright. After wiping these guys out, I think I might go back to the whole not fight anyone, because I don't know if that actually costs something. But, they would work on 2 series at one time. Each series being, I think, 5 episodes long. Actually, I think Game of Thrones was 6. Not that it helped it. But Tales from the Borderlands was, really good. Like, it had, Borderlands, really funny sense of humor, and honestly, it's my favorite Borderlands game, simply because, like, Borderlands' sense of humor works so much better when it has, like, a strong, straightforward narrative to, kind of back it up, whereas, like, it didn't have that, because, like, I love the Borderlands games, but, like, they can get a little frustrating, because, like, I want to experience the story, because they actually have a really good story, it's just a little too freeform, but another game, I'm already talking about another game in my stream, like, I don't want this to become like a game section. But, like, Tales from the Borderlands was really strong, had, like, you know, a linear path, but, like, it did 2 things good. Oh, we got an elixir. It was linear, but it still felt like you had, like, enough agency. Like, yeah, the broad strokes weren't changed, but, like, the things that were changed felt impactful, and they felt, like, unique enough, where it's like, oh, hey, you know, it felt like, you know, the decisions I made would be different than the ones that my friends would make. And that was a good design philosophy, in my opinion. It works so much better, and also, even though you were kind of railroaded, it was an enjoyable story that kind of had, you know, the promise of, hey, this is going to end alright, not we're going to... Oh, okay, there we go. We're not going to, like, give you, like, the darkest ending possible just to keep you invested for the next season. We only got 1 Dazzling Stone. Yeah, and, like, the whole point of Telltale developing Tales from the Borderlands and Game of Thrones at the same time, they did the same thing with The Walking Dead Season 2 and The Wolf Among Us. Like, The Wolf Among Us started to come out before The Walking Dead Season 2, but it was kind of like once they started releasing, they were releasing at the same time. And I think that's, like, one of the things that they wanted to get so much done, but they just bit off way more than they could chew. Because, I don't know how I'm getting there. Come on, boy. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, we got 2 Dazzling Stones. How many is that? How many do I need? We only needed 6. No kidding, I thought we needed more. Where are you? I know we picked you up. Dazzling Stone. We have 8. Okay, we didn't need to go back for this one. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna have to pick up Mystery Goo later, but... Alright, I'm gonna split this here. Gonna check my watch later. But, I'm probably gonna cut it up around here, in the middle of my Telltale rant. So, YouTube, catch you in a sec. Just gonna pick it up from here, though.